We saw the Senate president making a statement where he said the Muslim ticket is the best, and he will not hesitate to convert to Muslim, to Islam. And we saw an Igbo man becoming an Islamic cleric in Abuja. And we are seeing these things happening in the Federal House of Representatives, where the House was divided over Sharia law. And what does that actually portray for Igbo? Because for sure, we know that Igbo is the target, is the remaining, the last man standing in this agenda. What's your reaction to that?
They have failed. It's a failure because if you look at the conquest of the North by Othman Dan Fodio, the man that led the first jihad in Nigeria from 18th century, so on and so forth, until he ended up at the middle axis of mid-belt, Benue State. Someone brought him to, that conquest, that campaign to an abrupt end in 1804. And that person was the paramount king then, and he is still now, though not alive, but by stage, they make kings come, kings go. I thought Igala then stopped that conquest of Islamization of the whole Nigerian country. Then the northern region, we know the conquest of the north started 12th century, 13th, 14th, 15th century, entered into 18th century when Othman Dan Fodio migrated from Futajolo Highland, Senegambia. He marched on that region from northwest to the core north. He conquered the whole Hausa kings, infiltrated their traditional worship with Islam. And as if that was not enough, he marched to the east, towards the east, where he met the Mai of Borno. The Mai of Borno, and Borno people were Timli Kanuri. Kanuri people believe that they migrated from Yemen and Sudan. And in Yemen, they migrated into northeast as Muslims. Now, Kanuri people were telling the Fulanis then that they came with that ideology, but they themselves had that ideology within themselves, that they can never be more Islamic or Islamist than them, than the Kanuri. That was how Othman Dan Fodio fought to suppress, to subjugate the people of northeastern region, to obey him. He failed. He actually, Mayor Bono actually tell Othman Dan Fodio that he has no reason to suppress the Kanuris. That they are Christians, they are Muslims, and their Muslims are better than Fulani Muslims. That's why you have nothing like Sultana or Emir in Borno State. It is not possible. They subjugated the Hausas in Kano State. They mounted the Emirates in Sokoto. Now, the overall Emir in the north is a Fulani man, Emir of Sokoto, Sultana of Sokoto, Emir of Kano. Then you have the headquarters of the Caliphate in the north, in Sokoto State, because of Sultana of Sokoto. I don't know what I understand.
Sure.
The capital of the Emiracy is in the Kano, where you have currently Ado Bayero and Sanusi. Are you listening to me? Then on coming to the north with the campaign of what? Emirates. He was campaigning on getting to the mid-belt. He met an abrupt resistance by the then king, paramount king in Nigeria. His name is Atta, though currently he still remains the paramount king. Oba of Benin is nothing, nobody to Atta of Igala. He abruptly ended Othman Dan Fodio campaign in Benue, former Benue State. Former Benue State is consisted of Idoma, Igala, TV, and so on and so forth. He ended Othman Dan Fodio's life, not only his campaign or Islamic, spreading of 18 tentacles, spreading of just the ideology, the agenda of Othman Dan Fodio is to spread Islam all over Nigeria. He succeeded on entering Yoruba State in southwest from the axis of Kwara State, Ilorin, He conquered Oba Afonja. He lured him with his livestock. Osman Nafedo is a rearer of animals. He succeeded on subjugating Afonja, the Oba of Ilorin. And when he actually assimilated him, he beheaded him till today. And mounted what? Emirates in Ilorin. You don't have Oba of Ilorin. What you have in Ilorin is Emir. Fulani is in charge of Ilorin. His campaign was spreading, going down to southeastern Nigeria. But Ato of Igala stopped it. Most of the Igala people in Igala land, they are traditional worshippers and Christians. They are not Muslims. The Muslims they are is maybe through sexual evangelism, maybe they gave them Fulani to marry. The father of the Fulani woman would like you to become a Muslim. That was how they infiltrated the Igala. You have some of them, but not in their large number as Muslims. And today, Igbo land was untouched because the Igbo man, you see, apart from being warriors, we have our traditional language, the religion, that is highly deep-rooted in Judaism. Our religion, the kind of pagans we are, is Abrahamic. We are from Judaism. Our religion is from Judaism. What Israel is practicing as their religion today. That's why you have Chukwu Kabiama. You have God of Jacob. That's Jacob. Jacob is the pronunciation of Jacob in Igbo language. Abraham is Abiama. And so on and so forth. So that's why I'm telling you that Akpabio, if Islamized or become a Muslim, it is his personal perception. It can never be among the Akwa Ibomite. Their whole Akwa Ibom, it can work like that. Akwa Ibom, Timli, 35% are Igbos. Let alone axis of Bakassi, which of course is is a cross river state. They are all Igbos. Islam can never set its foot in Igbo land. So what is going on in the upper house and lower legislative chamber is business transaction. Muslim tickets approved by Akpabio is not approved in Anambra, and they can never be approved by myself, Raf. Muslim tickets is as a result of Ghana must go, Ghana must go, Ghana must go. Money. That's why the North, what do you call them? The Muslims infiltrated the South by luring them into believing that Muslim ticket, there's no issue. If there is no issue in it, why are you trying to Islamize Nigeria? You want to force the whole Nigerians, Islam on them. And you can see what the West is doing. West doesn't want to see it like that. Because if actually they Islamize Nigeria, the West will have issue. Israel will have issue. See, the conflict you see in the Northeast is a conflict of what? Islamization. The whole Arab in the Middle East, they want to Islamize the Jews, which is not possible. The Jews rule the world. Christianity and Islam, which one comes to be into existence? First, it was Christian. 630 years later, Islam, formed by man, with all manners of what? Deception and deceptive lies. Lies that Quran was in the cave. Did Muhammad come from heaven? After Muhammad died, did he go to heaven? Did he resurrect? You want to Islamize people that introduce God Almighty, Jehovah man of war, into our system. We owe Israel great debt, the whole world, because they are the discoverer of the true God of mankind. The God of the whole heavens comes from there. It is their God, the God of their forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and then Jacob. Jacob is Jacob, if you don't know. We are the Jews, and they want Israel Islamized. That's why United Nations could not at least give Palestinians quick notice to get out of West Bank. Chase them into Egypt or Oman or Yemen. Why is it that Egypt doesn't want to accept Palestinians? It is the same act of terrorism. Egypt don't want it. After all, it was through act of terrorism that in 1980-81, Anwar Sadat, the former Egyptian president, was murdered in his cold blood. Because of what? Having what? Restored tie, pact with Israel. They went against him. The whole Arab went against him. Islamist group, jihadist group, was responsible for assassination of Anwar Sadat in 1980-81. And there, today, Osman Mubarak was there for how many years? Until Arab Spring of 2011. Osemobrak met his Waterloo. He was demised because of what religion can cause a man. See, let me tell you, Islamization of Nigeria is just madness. Psychophancy of the highest order. If that man called Akpabio is with his senses, he wouldn't have even mentioned it or raised it as a topic in the upper house in the first place. For sustenance, for well-being in African society, a man of any family should be given the freedom, liberation to choose by himself his God whom to serve. It is not by force. It's not by imperialism. It's not by suppression, nor by exploitation. Igbo man politically is marginalized, but you can never manipulate Igbo man's religion and force him or subject him to a strange God, religion. Our God is Chineke Okike Abiama, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. No going back. If they Islamize the house, they should go and Islamize the house. After all, Iliyasu has followed that side as the chief imam of Guinea Natural Mosque Abuja. Come to Igbo land out of it. We resist Britain for 60 years, let alone Islamization. Invite Taliban, invite Hezbollah to Igbo land. Their graves will be scattered all over Igbo land. For Islamization, Igbo man said no. Yes to Christianity. Whether Akpabio likes it, Tinubu likes it, and Chetima likes it or not, we remain Christians in Igbo land.
Thank you. The situation that led to a reaction from Asari Dokubo saying that he is disappointed that Yorubas are betrayal. And of course, we saw the same man saying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. And he made it public that Yorubas are betrayal, that he's actually looking for alliance. And he wouldn't mind the northern Nigeria. What does that really mean?
That's really a man of unquestionable, of questionable character, a man of unstable character, because I know Yorubas is attacking now. Asari Dokubo was aligning with Yoruba during election that brought in Tinubu. He aligned with them, very strong ties and alliance politically to have supported Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It means he was mean well to Yorubas. And all of a sudden, he's coming out with another a diversified opinion, trying to cast insult, mockery on Yoruba nation, which I am never of that support. I can't support Asari Dokubo spanking on Yoruba nation. No, I'm an Igbo man. Listen and listen good. If Asari Dokubo go and align with the North, he's doing so out of insanity, madness. The North can never have any love, anything, any tie with the Southern Nigeria. Southerners, especially South, the owner of the resources, from which Nigeria is at least excelling today. They don't know you. They siphon your oil. They have hundreds of oil well in your region. You don't know what you are doing as Asari Dokubo. The North, the Fulanis, are using the local chiefs, Edwin Clark, and all his contemporaries in the Niger Delta region to subjugate the people of that region into serious slavery and the servitude. Listen and listen good. Asari Dokubo is speaking out of insanity. Support Tinubu today, turn his back on Tinubu tomorrow. That is questionable, a questionable character, a character that is needed to be at least, checked properly. There should be, the kind of diagnosis, sort of, to find out actually what has, gotten wrong, getting into that young man's brain, because he's behaving like a madman. Asking who to release Nnamdi Kanu, you said you should kill, you would kill. Asking who to release Nnamdi Kanu, you threaten that he's going to die in jail. To release Nnamdi Kanu, when you have used your gun, AK-47, threaten all Igbos, to disalive the whole Igbos. And today, you are fighting and spanking on Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Asari Dokubo, I don't know what Tinubu is doing himself. He's supposed to go after you and arrest you. A man like you can never make an island, because I don't see you as an intellectual, superior. to anybody in the mid-belt, north, southwest, southeast, and even in that south-south. The people that are supposed to be, doing what we are doing presently are keeping quiet. So, Asadu Okubo, keep quiet. You suffer from loquacity, verbal diarrhea. Diarrhea of the mouth is acute, getting up to the level of malignancy, acute one. Acute diarrhea of the mouth is what Asadu Okubo is suffering from. You think if you say you want to ally with North, you want to turn your back on Yoruba so that Igbo man will follow you. No, we have sense more than anybody. Yoruba, they claim say they get sense. They are learning from Igbo man. We've seen their failure on this present administration. They don't know anything. The embodiment of sense, brain, intelligence in Nigeria, in African continents, are the Igbos. Asadu Okubo, not you, not even Yoruba. We can't join you to fight Yoruba. Yoruba has not done you anything.
You share the same language.
You share the same language.
Olusegun Obasanjo,
yes.
who told the North they are missing it. That the Igbos, who have not benefited anything, are ahead of everyone in Nigeria. Is it not high time we try these people as president? Shame on the North.
Shame on the North. Shame on the Southwest. I mean the ones under the control of Ajagaba. They are riddling in pains of shamefulness. They are the cause of their current tragedy. All of them are going through now. If not because of
he wasn't ready for presidency.
Yes, if not that they are insensible, they won't find themselves in this kind of